At this hour, police are still trying to find out where Mr. Smith was for the last 24 hours. That makes the 21st homicide here in Indianapolis this year. Reporting from police headquarters, I'm Jennifer Wilkens, RTV6. You don't have to be out in the woods to get eaten up by mosquitoes. As long as you're outside, you're in their territory. So before you head outside for those evening events, be sure to spray on some good insect repellent. To keep your weight down, doctors recommend at least 30 minutes of exercise every day. It could be as easy as walking outside, running on the treadmill, or riding a bicycle. The recent heavy rains and rising water levels have people concerned about their tap water. City officials say it's safe to drink, but is it? Find out more coming up at 6. On hot, sunny days, your skin needs protection from UV rays. Wear light-colored clothes, proper eye gear, and some sunscreen.
People on the seaside street watched helplessly today as smoke poured out of a neighbor's home. The worst part was the fear that someone was trapped inside. Neighbor Dave Woodson tried to help.
Well, I looked down, there's a flower pot on the step here, and I broke out that window, and smoke was all the way through the house already.
But the smoke was too much for him.
So I backed up and looked down, there's a brick, so I tossed through this upstairs window. Smoke's just rolling out from there, and we were screaming and yelling, hoping somebody hear us.
Then firefighters arrived.
When we came up the street was full of smoke, and it was pretty heavy coming out of the front.
Once firefighters made their way through the smoke, they found 43-year-old Roland Shire in his bedroom.
He was in cardiac arrest when we pulled him out of the house. The medics started working him immediately and transported him to St. Francis, where they later pronounced him dead.
Roland's friends in this neighborhood say they're going to miss him. They say that he was known as the local handyman.
They helped mow my grass and whatever I needed, they'd help me out, so I loved him dearly, and I'm so sorry for Roland.
At this point, investigators are still trying to find out what caused the fire.
It's been nearly 1 month since a tornado ripped through this Southside neighborhood, destroying people's homes and lives. And yet there's still much work that needs to be done.
It's really frustrating. Being a federal disaster, you would think you would get more assistance. A lot of us got denied from FEMA. A lot of insurance claims are getting denied from other people in the neighborhood.
When tragedy strikes, it has a way of bringing out the best in people. And this incident was no exception.
Everyone met in the street at the end of their driveways and introduced each other pretty much and asking everyone if they were okay. So that's been a good thing about it.
It also brings out some not so good things.
A lot of people going around loitering, taking things out of people's houses, especially right after it happened that night, because everyone in the neighborhood was without power. So that was, really frustrating. It made it hard to sleep anyway.
The strong winds moved the foundation of this house, tore part of the roof off, and moved this garage. However, this tiny crystal chime remained hanging through the whole ordeal.
The path of the storm just cut right through here. You can see it destroyed all the trees back over in there, and it was just amazing, that this was still hanging here just by a thread.
The physical damage from this twister can be rebuilt, but the memories will last a lifetime.
You just can't take life for granted, because 1 second you're here and another second you may not be. That nobody died on this street, I think it's amazing. It's a miracle.
If people in this neighborhood are still needing assistance, they can contact the American Red Cross or the Salvation Army. They can also contact FEMA or log on to our website. Reporting from the South Side, Jennifer Wilkens, RTV6. Hollywood is known as the home of filmmaking, but did you know there are local films shot right here in Indianapolis?
I'd say there's probably about, we got to be close to 20, if not a little bit more than that, of filmmakers actually making movies on different levels.
The name sounds familiar.
It doesn't matter if it's on a large or small scale. There's a lot that goes into making a movie.
If somebody's never been on a movie set, they don't realize how many takes you do from this angle, from that angle. Set up dolly shots, use Steadicam like this to walk around so you get a smooth shot. And it's just really repeating the scene over and over until you get all the angles you need.
Funk Film shoots in all kinds of locations around Indianapolis. Tonight they paid $100 to shoot here at this old art gallery. Some actors like working locally while others dream to be in Hollywood.
And I never thought I'd be able to really, pursue that here in Indianapolis. But, I started working with Bunk and talked him into doing some action films, and, here we are. I'm living my dream.
If I get, a big part in a big movie, man, that would be awesome.
If you have the experience and make the cut, you could be featured in a movie. I played the role as the bartender in Hair Trigger 2 and had a great time serving up sodas that looked like alcoholic beverages. If you're an aspiring actor or you just want to be more involved in local filmmaking, you can log on to indianapolisfilm.net. Reporting from the set of Hair Trigger 2, I'm Jennifer Wilkens, RTV6. Hispanics are almost twice as likely to develop diabetes as Caucasians, which ultimately puts them at greater risk for heart disease and stroke.
Having diabetes, for example, since it's both our families are highly affected by it, well, eventually, most likely, we will have it. Everybody else in our family has it. So it's a matter of staying on top of it and trying to stay healthy.
That's why the American Heart Association is here at the Hispanic Center, equipping people with the knowledge they need to prevent this disease. A blood pressure cuff and a needle are two of the tools the American Heart Association is using for the screenings. The Heart of Diabetes Understanding Insulin Resistance is a free program the association offers that helps people better understand the connection between diabetes and heart disease and what they can do to reduce their risks. The program includes a journal to track blood glucose, weight, blood pressure, and cholesterol levels. And because heart disease and diabetes very often run in families, a Shape Your Family History brochure is also included. Insulin resistance is a condition where the body doesn't respond efficiently to the insulin it produces. It seems to predispose people to develop diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. Well known to the Hispanic community in Indianapolis, Dr. Alfredo Lopez spoke about the disease and the key elements to prevent it.
If people start eating right, a balanced diet, lower their cholesterol, watching their blood pressure, exercising, avoiding tobacco, they can reverse the metabolic syndrome and eventually prevent diabetes or cardiovascular problems.
Many Hispanics took charge of their health today and signed up for the free Heart of Diabetes program and took advantage of the free health screenings.
So having this after-hours program allows some of these people that ordinarily wouldn't be able to go and see a doctor because the clinic is already closed at 6 o'clock. So you come here and you're able to get the screening and you get it for free.
To enroll in the free Heart of Diabetes program, you can call the American Heart Association or log on to their website. Materials are available in English and Spanish. Reporting from the East Side, I'm Jennifer Wilkens, RTV6.